Okay, so the final chapter, Demonic Forge, is quite problematic. Primarily due to the fact that immediately at the start, this portal opens up and you have the boss over here. And so I've tried multiple strategies and approaches to this, and I'm unable to find a technique. So right now I did a big horrible mistake and I backed up into a box with the medkits. So I'll just get myself killed immediately because you have to preserve this like crazy. But yeah, I mean, I've tried a lot of strategies and so far a lot of them tend to fail. And it's mostly due to trying to maintaining your HP. So it's quite tricky because there's a lot of splash going on and lots of enemies, but what you need to focus on are the bosses. That's absolutely what you need to focus upon, because the longer they stay, the more likely it is you are gonna run out of all your medkits and all of your supplies that are just supposed to help you out. And so immediately you can see that I'm running super low on HP. I have done basically almost nothing, and it's a not good start. So depending on how much you F up the start, you have somewhat of a potential to do something, or you have to call it quits and just start all over again, because trust me, you're not gonna have a good time. The longer this dragged on, the worse it is. And I'm not even playing this on like the hardest difficulty. This is just hard. This is not even Exterminatus. So I have no clue how tricky that one is going to be. But what I figured out is that theoretically, if you would be able to start the game and have potentially access to the Vortex Grenade right at the start, you might stand a chance, because the Unclean one, or the big ass boss, which you were able to see right there at the start, he is quite stationary and does not tend to move that much around. But yeah, you can see that I just touched something and immediately most of my HP is gone, so I'll just call it quits again. Because you can keep killing things, but I was thinking that if you would be able to maintain a Vortex Grenade from the start here, you might stand a chance. Why is that? As you can see, it takes a while for the platform alone to raise itself up, and I have just started the game and immediately most of my HP is gone to hell. So I don't think actually trying to stay here is really a viable strategy. I think the most appropriate strategy would be to try and get somewhere far away, not back up into any of the explosive barrels, and be extremely careful about where you charge against the units. You see, again, like, I haven't done anything and my HP is just gone. So I'm not even gonna, like... It's really infuriating, because if you do not get a solid start here, I just don't think you stand a chance. So you have to keep switching these portals on, or these whatever screens these are, as later on, once you lower the shielding by killing the bosses on these floors, what happens is that you have more of a chance to apply pressure and destroy the crystals which are used by the forge. are a strategy of where you kind of try to maintain the sort of location from which you keep attacking seems to work the most, but even then you have to be quite careful because these units are just gonna keep on respawning. So unless you take out the big guys, eventually you're still gonna be in deep, deep trouble. And once you start destroying the crystals, the units from the Chaos armies actually start spawning in. You know what? I'm just gonna die here because, again, my HP is just non-existent and I just don't see the point of it. You bump into one stupid thing and the whole thing goes to shit. I actually honestly thought that this location initially over there has that HP and resolve, and I was really thinking that, holy crap, what if I would be like able to have that respawning, because it actually felt like it can be done. But I think it's not the case. Only the ammunition seems to be able to keep on respawning itself. So I'm still kind of struggling to figure out appropriate strategy, and the funniest shit on top of it is that I have discovered few things, but none of them are like a solid strategy which will carry you through the whole shebang. So you will have to keep on trying different tactics in order to be successful. Like right now, the thing which I'm trying to do is literally make all of these knuckleheads come to me. But even that's not the most solid of tactics. It almost sounds like they're below me as well. But yeah, the longer you screw around with these knuckleheads, the worse it will be for you. Because they will just keep on respawning. You really have to focus on the big guys. And I've tried multiple strategies, but time and time again, the most success I've had were with really like aggressive approaches, but they are not really sustainable because you're effectively forcing yourself to lose HP and resolve, and that means that eventually you will run out of all these health drops, and then you just are not able to keep going because, of course, in the later stages you get different bosses, and so you have to be careful on how you try and manage all of this. So this is risky strategy. If you get too damn close, he's gonna whip out the bell. If you are at mid-range, you might stand some sort of a chance. But even at like the longer range, this asshole is able to keep on attacking you with those sword slashes. And I was able to take him out, but you saw how much ammunition it did burn through. So theoretically, the strategy which I can try to implement here is do a full-on circle around this whole damn arena. Try to go and collect all the ammunition for these super rare weapons, again, and then try to attack the second boss, as only after you destroy one of them, you're gonna find out that these crystals have like their armor rating down. But if you actually destroy the crystal itself, what's gonna happen is that the next wave of the Chaos Forces is gonna drop in, and they're gonna mix in with the forces that are already here. And so you have to deal with the Chaos Marines and all of these other knuckleheads at the same time. So what I found out also is that trying to utilize some sort of pillbox, if you will, might be a functioning strategy, but finding those kill boxes and where to group up the enemy is extremely tricky by itself. And he's also not gonna stand there forever. Trying to dodge the spell where he's able to like grab hold of me and keep applying damage. So the fun thing is I actually found out that once the Chaos Forces spawn in, this location is a great kill box because you are somehow able to kind of try and manage it. But we are gonna unfortunately have to go and blow up one of those pesky crystals in order to progress further. Otherwise the units are just gonna keep on spawning in. So because I'm struggling this much in here, I don't even want to know what the horde mode is gonna do to me. But the overall reason why it took me a little longer to publish the episode for this, if even this is gonna be it at the end, is due to the fact that I keep dying crazy stupid a lot of times. So I already invested a bunch of hours into trying to get this thing done. So now the forces of chaos. And it's gonna be a little bit trickier, but what you find out is that once you start interacting with the portals here, or these terminals, that's the word I'm looking for, during that time you're able to actually shoot at the core and damage it, believe it or not. But right now, the boss which I have to deal with is going to be the stupid robot which can self-repair itself. And so again, trying to find it and kill it is like my primary task. I could have sworn I saw some movement in here. Okay. Where's the boss? Where is the damn boss? There he is. So, because this is the robot, it is able to transport itself. The Terminators are also annoying because they can reposition themselves. But like I said, what I've discovered is that if I don't shoot at that range with some of these weapons, I tend to have a little bit of a success here. So we're gonna see if I can replicate that. Of course, you have to watch out because you are being flanked from two sides. But they are struggling a little bit to get that shot in. So that was quite a good hit. Virtually teleported itself away. And the benefit of killing them in such a proximity to one another is, of course, that you get quite a lot of drops of resolve and HP, potentially. So once you like run out of here, there can be some nice reward waiting for you. And thanks to like all these items as a potential obstructions, they might struggle, but I'm forced now to relocate myself. Brute is there. I would really appreciate some more powerful projectile weapon. The fun thing is that I've discovered two secrets in this arena, and one of them I can keep returning to, but the other one, which is like the specialized bolt gun ammunition, for the life of it I cannot find it again. Shit. He's gonna be there. That's good for me. So now you see that like the armor, whatever is on that core, is not as solid. So again, if I can get them over to that pillbox, again shooting that thing, because that's the only way you can deal with them. Yeah, you get another hell brute. So it's kind of like a mix between moving and being in a position from which you can have any sort of advantage. Those are super tricky to find, as you can clearly see. They sure as hell are making it difficult. really making this ultramarine work for that achievement, god damn it. Trying to find where's that stupid hell brute. But also I see that I can now shoot the core. I think they've finally gotten to me. Don't really need to be here right now. My HP is not that bad. But that can change in a matter of seconds, honestly. Especially if that hell brute will be able to connect those shots. I think this needle grenade launcher can be quite useful. But I have to be careful how I use it, where I aim it. So this is one of the secrets, which I can keep finding like every goddamn time. Shit. That was a nasty hit. Don't need that right now. Okay, if he's gonna be there. And I have access to grenade. Keep on damaging that dipshit. Come on. So this phase actually works against the Chaos Forces quite a lot. But against the initial waves, I would not rely upon this strategy at all. Because little nurglings and everything, they are just annoying and they are going to be able to follow you. I think this is like the furthest I've ever been able to get. Which I know that by itself is a problem. But it at least shows that the game is challenging and therefore should be considered as a fun addition. Plus, compared to most of the DLCs, this does not cost an arm and a leg. So it's not like a €40 or dollar DLC. And I really do appreciate that. Ah, shindig. Another hell brute. How many of them are there? There's like a third one, goddammit. That was just bad. Like 2 shots from something and most of my armor is gone. try to deal with the hero in a creative way. Quite a lot of heavy armor or heavy bolter ammo. Shit, there goes that hell brute. Come on, you piece of shit. Okay, 3 achievements just like that.
Your deeds repelled the heretical invasion and kept this world within the Emperor's light. You fulfilled your oaths this day and brought honor to your chapter. We acknowledge your sacrifice, even as the war rages on, for there is only war.
Well, if they decide to kill the Ultramarine, then there cannot be any additional DLC, but yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the Ultramarine lives?
And only in death does duty end.
So who knows? But overall, it's a fun DLC. And obviously, in the heat of everything, it's impossible for me to easily find the secrets. I've been able to find 2 of them. But, yeah, when it comes to DLCs, I'll definitely try to return to the game and try to beat it on Exterminatus. And once there's an actual guide on YouTube for the 5 levels, I'll try to collect all of the collectibles, because that's an achievement too. The problem is, if you play it on like a harder difficulty, the issue is going to be that if you die, you have to backtrack and make sure you keep collecting the secrets again and again. Otherwise, they are gonna be missed out. So that's the reason why I played it originally on 3 attempts. I played it on normal difficulty so that I can actually collect all the secrets, and then I played it on the Exterminatus knowing where the secrets are, and I found out that they were extremely useful during the actual toughest playthrough, because they gave you that extra little upper edge, like the bolter gun ammunition, the vortex grenades, and all these things. They became absolutely useful. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the 5th mission, and hopefully I'll see you in the comments or at the next one. I'll definitely try to get my hands on the Space Marine 2, unless it's gonna be Vogue or there's gonna be a Lady Space Marine or some other lore-breaking stuff. So no pre-orders, and I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you all at the next one. Go check out what's on the channel. Bye bye.